Alright, hello everybody. So yeah, I'm bringing you another build for Darktide Veteran. Uh, I can't get over Veteran, it's just my favorite class in the game. So why don't we go ahead and jump right into it. We're gonna start with the trinkets. My trinkets! The trinkets, I don't min-max in games, I just find it pointless. It's whatever. If you do it, good for you. I don't, so I'll usually on my trinkets, I'll get the corruption resistance, I'll get wounds and stamina. And then, some stamina regeneration is nice to have, I guess. And then just really whatever you have, whatever specialist you want to do damage against. Um, I'd add that too to your trinket, right? As a perk. Uh, the revive speed is not necessary. I just did it because this build goes along well with the revive speed. And then, fighting any specialist also goes along with this build pretty well. So when we go over the talents, I'll get into that. We are using the Atrox MK IV Tactical Axe, Florian Assassin. We have the plus 8% melee weak spot damage and plus 10% melee critical hit damage with Head Taker and Limb Splitter. Head Taker and Limb Splitter partner pretty well because that first attack you'll get the plus 60% power. And then you'll get 5 stacks of 5% power for 3.5 seconds with every hit, right? So, kind of keeps like the power train going. And then we have the Graia MK IV braced autogun, Tor high capacity, plus 25% damage against infested enemies and plus 25% damage against unarmored enemies. Just because this gun is not really made to do any damage to armored enemies. It's a nice horde clearing build. This is kind of like the opposite of the stub gun build that I was talking about. Where your ranged weapon is actually your horde clearing weapon, and your melee weapon is the specialist clearing weapon. And then we got the speed load and strip down. So when you'll get range attack immunity while you're sprinting with over 50% stamina. Again, that goes along with the talents pretty well. And the trinkets. And then you get the speed load, so plus 10% reload speed for 2.5 seconds up to close kill. And you will be, killing things pretty up close and personal. So let's go ahead and talk about the talents real quick. Alright. As far as the talents go, I usually find myself kind of gravitating towards the same talents, at least passive talents, time and time again. Of course, they have some good ones, but I think the talent trees in general could use a little overhaul, what am I saying? But so I usually always go Vanguard. The minus 20% sprinting cost helps quite a bit in most situations as veteran. This trifecta right here, Close Order, Drill, Confirmed Kill, and Charismatic. They all partner well with the coherency bonus that you receive with allies. Especially for this build, when you kind of have like a high single target melee weapon, or high damage single target melee weapon, and then the horde clearing kind of close range weapon. A lot of situations you'll probably find yourself near allies, so I like to stick with this one right here. You could swap it out. You could swap Confirmed Kill out for Blood, where your kills replenish an additional 5% toughness, which is also nice for the horde clearing build, like that type of build. I just find myself in more situations losing toughness when fighting like specialists, like gunners and stuff. So being able to get just that extra toughness plus the 20% toughness over 10 seconds back, it helps in a pinch. Then, of course, you go Stamina Boost, Toughness Boost. I usually will go Crack Grenade, just because it's so good for, like, clearing big enemies like Ogrins. That's really, what I use it for. Then I will get Serrated Blade. Serrated Blade definitely isn't necessary for this build. It only applies 1 stack of bleed to a target. So you could definitely go with something else, save that talent point for anything else, really. Even the stun immunity, slow immunity for 6 seconds. You really could swap Serrated Blade out for a lot of different things. I just win it just because I like the bleed. It's nice. Like if I'm fighting like a gunner, for instance, and I kind of get pinned down by fire, and have to stealth out of there, at least I know that the gunner will die, right? If no one else kills it. The aura bonus, the aura skills, they're interchangeable as well. I just like the flat damage for you and your allies in coherency, especially partnered with the plus 50% aura radius. But again, it's up to you. You could get Survivalist. I just find myself not getting enough ammo from Survivalist when I use it. And Close and Kill is you know, it's decent. The movement speed, really, making yourself go faster in any situation is going to help you. So that is a viable option, but I usually stick with Fire Team. I get Grenade Tinkerer just to make sure that I finish off the Ogryn or, you know, whatever carapace or armored enemy that you're fighting, right? But I do like the Demolition Stockpile. Replenish 1 grenade every 60 seconds. Twin Blast doesn't make sense to me. You have 3 grenades, right? So you know, I guess it is nice when another grenade comes out. It would probably partner well with the Smoke Grenade or the Shredder Frag Grenade a little bit more than Crack Grenade. I just find it to be a wasted talent slot. Field Improvisation's nice. You definitely could swap out your Serrated Blade and get Field Improvisation. Just to boost your medipacks a little bit more. But then we go over here, we get Grenadier, get that 1 extra grenade. I like the Infiltrate time and time again. It's so much fun to use. Executioner stance is alright, you know. Still not my favorite. You do get like the damage bonus, so that is definitely nice. And then highlighting any like man-sized ranged enemy is also a great perk, but Voice of Command is nice too. Nice little drive-by res, right? And immediate toughness regeneration. I would probably go Voice of Command before I went Executioner stance. But I usually go Infiltrate. I don't go Overwatch just because I'll show you in a little bit further down here. I just don't get Overwatch because that 33% increased cooldown time can be pretty detrimental to you. So I do get these 3. It's nice to be able to not pull aggro right when you come out of stealth and then just have that extra damage coming out of stealth. I will go down here and I'll get the close quarter kill zone, so you get plus 15% close damage for 10 seconds on ability use. So when you come out of stealth, you get an additional damage boost. For the Emperor is nice because your combat abilities give you and allies and coherency plus 10% melee base damage and 10% range base damage. Again, coherency bonus, very nice, very juicy, very delicious. Suppression immunity speaks for itself. I get the 25% ammo boost. You don't have to. Again, that's another interchangeable one, but it's nice not to have to worry about ammo too much. And the plus 50% range attack suppression, especially with this build, another superb one. Kind of keeps them at bay. Even if you're not killing, you know, a group of enemies, at least you can keep them suppressed long enough for your teammates to close in and get the kills. And then another coherency bonus, you replenish 15% of any toughness that you replenish, you give to your allies, right? And this is why I don't go the Overwatch one, because of tactical awareness. So combat ability cooldown reduced by 6 seconds on specialist enemy kill. Like I said, most specialists you'll be killing with your axe, right? You'll be getting in close and killing them pretty quickly. It's a high damage weapon, and then you of course have the infiltrate damage bonuses, and that coherency, the aura bonus. So this will keep your infiltrate up pretty often. You'll be able to kind of spam it. I guess you could make the argument that, you know, why wouldn't you get 2 charges and just, you know, recharge 2 quicker? Whatever, dude. Yeah, that's it for talents. I don't usually use keystones. I just find them useless. I guess not useless, but there's just so many better options to use. They could probably do away with keystones, in my opinion, but, you know, that's another one that people probably have strong opinions on, so sorry for stepping on your toes. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that build. Let me know if you end up using it, how you like it. I'm hoping that a few new players will be joining us in Darktide with the new update coming out, Secrets of the Machine God. I know that they announced a few new weapons, and, of course, they announced, like, the new map, so see what that brings. But anyways, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys later.